Hi everyone, this is E, the empty nester again. I thought I'd go ahead and get a quick video of the asparagus roots. I went ahead and bought some Jersey Night. They're basically a hybrid. What I've got growing over there is Mary Washington. I grew it from seed, and it's been growing in that self-watering container since 2008. But we were like 80 degrees today, and with temperatures getting extremely high, it's almost like summertime, and the asparagus has bolted. First, the temperatures were too low, and it sat there the same size for 5 days, and then when it sprouted up, it was like too woody, and I know I should have went ahead and cut it off and hoped for another regrowth, but I just went ahead and let it turn into a fern. But I went and found, these were $1 a piece at a local seed store, and I got 8 roots. This one's kind of little, but with asparagus, you need to just let it grow the first year. So when I planted this year, next year, I don't do anything. I just let it grow wild, and then the following year, you pick selective root, stalks to cut off. And let me take you over here to the bed. This is like a 4-foot by 4-foot bed, and what you would do is take your roots, and these guys aren't fathomed to go straight out. I'm gonna dig a hole and then mound it up in the center, and then spread your root out like this. Make a bigger place here. And then bring the soil up over it. That's it. That's as hard as it gets, but you want to space them out to where they're like this, about 3 in each row. Pretty much an all-male species, meaning that this isn't going to produce viable seed or seed head. So there's the only way to multiply this is to divide it. There's no way to produce seed from this. And with it being all male, you could possibly take the pollen from this and mix it back over there with Mary Washington and get a hybrid again from that one over there. This is basically what the asparagus looks like. It turns into a fern, and then this will turn into a flower. All these little balls right here, and this one right here is not quite as bolted yet. These are still edible, but the stems are more than likely woody, and you want it to go ahead and produce flowers and possibly seed. And if you look down here, see that baby right there? That's a baby. One of the seeds from last year fell in here and created a new asparagus. The males are usually the first ones to come up, and then the females come later. Let me show you this one. This is a male. See how wide the trunk is? And then how skinny that one is. While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and put cabbage in the front. I started this cabbage in a grow bag. Take a look and see the roots are really well. the soil down and put it in. And I know I'm risking transplant shock. All I'm doing is jiggling them apart. It's 7:30 at night, so the sun is down, and I'm just taking my chances at getting it in. Put it in, get it watered. And I know they're kind of close, but there's a good chance with the temperatures as high as they were today that I may or may not get anything from the plants. So I'm just gonna throw these in the ground and take my chances. One kind of knocked these guys down, and look at that. There's a new. Look at this. Now that we've had rain, I didn't catch it before, but that's a new. The head there, not long ago. This was not here in the bucket. Oh, and here's another new one. If I would have caught them, I could have ate those. This is a female. See the seed pods that it's getting ready to form? Like this is an older female that's already got the berries forming. This is Mary Washington. This has been a really unusual year this year. We've experienced hot, warm, and cold, hot, warm, and cold in April and May, and it's kind of stunted the growth of things. The cabbage that you saw me planting in the beginning of the show just sat there, and now I'd say July 3rd or so we started getting rain after almost 3 weeks of drought. You know, in June it was near 100 degrees and no rain most of the time, and when these started to form a head, we had a groundhog come up and grabbed the little head and nipped it off. And then right now I think cabbage butterfly moths have gotten hold of it, or slugs, I'm not sure which one. But this one I've kept under the container here, and it might have been slugs that are, you know, something that can get through the container to give it a few holes. But this one's still, you know, right here you can see it may form a head of cabbage for fall, which will be good. Where normally I should already have a head of cabbage sitting here, and it's turning out that maybe I should just plant cold crops in the fall instead of the spring. Things are different, and with the asparagus, I'm going to take more compost and build up the soil here. I've got grass on top of the soil. Kind of, there's a wolf spider. He's a good guy, but I may have to get a stick to hold these up, but just adding soil may hold them up. Not really soil, this is compost that I'm putting on it. And then next year I'll put another 8-inch board on here and build the soil up even more and get these a little deeper in the soil. Yep, it looks like I'm going to need a stick to bring these back up from the weather. It looks like we had rain, but this is actually a dew. Our temperatures finally dropped to, we're in the 70s right now, and believe it or not, 70s is like nice, where normally 70s would be hot. But 70s were our normal temperature with lots of rain last year. There's no such thing as normal anymore. I guess I'll compress. You don't really want to compact your soil, because then you're taking away the air. But compacting it a little and then loosening it up will put some of the air back in. If you've got compacted soil, the water will run off instead of run in your plants. And I'll go ahead and add a little soil to the cabbage here too. And see if I can get it to form ahead. I'll close for now. Thanks for watching and happy gardening.